there, everyone. We are live from Neuroscience Group this morning to go through a approximately 45-minute yoga class. Since this is the first time, we might have a few snafus and whatnot, so please bear with us. So I'm going to ask if anyone is on right now, if you could maybe give me some thumbs up. We need to know if volume is working and that you can actually see us here. My name is Jenna. I'm a physical therapist here at Neuroscience Group, and I have two lovely ladies behind me that have offered to be my students for this class. Over here is Maria. Maria, wave. Maria is a fellow physical therapist, and back over here is Nicole. She is our speech therapist at Neuroscience Group. So, let's see. I'm going to wait to get maybe a couple thumbs up from you viewers to let me know if you hear volume. Okay, I'm getting a thumbs up. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Okay, so our practice this morning is a slow flow vinyasa. So I do want to let you know that at any time, if there's discomfort, if something doesn't feel right for you, please modify or choose to do something different. This is your time, and I am offering this to everyone, but everyone has a different body, different conditions and what. So we're going to go with this flow. I will lead these two ladies. We'll offer some modifications throughout, and we'll just see how this goes this morning. So, to begin our class, ladies, let's begin in child's pose. Child's pose is a great place to be to start. Your legs will be wide to the edges of the mat. Allow your body to just fall down on the mat in a nice, relaxed manner. So as you can see, we've got them just coming into child's pose. Head is grounded on the floor if that's possible for you. And we'll just do a sort of body scan here. What sensations are you feeling in your child's pose? The goal with today's yoga session is for stress and tension relief. So we have lots going on in our world. We're all in the same boat here. Some of us may have some anxiety, stress, and tension, and this is a wonderful place to be. So we are going to focus now on breath. Breath is something that we all can control. So together we will take a full deep breath in through the nose, fill it up, soften through the belly, hold for a brief moment, and then exhale. Let all that air out back through the nose. Continue with your full breaths, in and out through the nose. And make sure that you're taking this in a slow manner. This is called Ujjayi breath in yoga. And it allows activation of the vagus nerve, which is an amazing nerve within our body that is designed to help us calm ourselves. So the vibrations that occur with your full deep breaths can provide calm. Okay, let's walk our hands over to the right corner of the mat. Allow your left hand to stack on top of the right and allow your head to relax back down. So you're creating a really nice length through your left side body. Take a full inhale. Slowly empty it out. See if you can sink a little further back onto your hips. Breathe in again. Empty it out, walk your hands back to the center of the mat. Good. Now over to the other side. Hands walk to the left corner of the mat. Place your right hand on top, finding with your full breath in some elongation through your right side body, separating each level of the spine and into the ribs. Exhale. One more full breath. Empty it out. Come back to center in your child's pose. Take a couple more breaths here. And on your next exhale, move to tabletop position. This is on your hands and knees. You're grounded and symmetrical. Wrists are under the shoulders. Knees are under the hips. We'll be moving through a sequence called cow and cat. This warms up the spine. So inhale, drop your chest, let your collarbone shine, tail lifts, gazing forward slightly. And then exhale, press really deeply down into the mat. Separate the shoulder blades, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale back for cow. Empty it out, cat. Go through a few more of these motions at the pace that feels good for you. This is your guide, your breath. This is a really nice sequence of poses to work out any kinks within the body, especially the spine. I love doing cow and cat in the morning. So you might find that at a certain point you will shift your body a little bit to kind of feel where you might need a little extra. And this is okay to kind of move within your poses to feel extra release from your tension. Good. Pause back in your neutral position. We're going to add a little bit of twisting here. So let's inhale the right elbow up and then expand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle, take your right arm and bring it under. Nice. Inhale, reach way up again. Exhale, thread it under. Good. One more deep breath in as you reach up overhead. And then exhale, this time land down, reach under, and allow your body to just settle down onto the mat. Your right arm will be on the mat. Nice. Right cheek may be resting on the mat. And then your left arm, things that are optional. You can take your left arm and reach it overhead and create an expansion, just like Nicole did. Or you might take your left arm and place it on your low back with your palm up to feel a really nice opening through the left shoulder. Hold here for a couple more breaths. So settling into this space, seeing if you can find some ease. Take a full breath in through the nose. Empty it out, come back all the way to your forward child's pose. Setting back here. Good. And then let's do this on the other side. Come back up onto hands and knees, tabletop. Now this time, we reach the left arm up and then open the hand. Take a breath in. Exhale, thread it under. Allow this nice rotation. Inhale, reach it up again. Empty it out, thread it under. Fill up one more time, reaching, opening, and expanding. And then exhale, thread it under, settle down in here. Allow your left cheek to rest on the mat. Hips are high. And then take your option with your right arm. Maybe reach or rest behind your back. Take a few rounds of breath here. Good. Let's return to child's pose again. Knees are nice and wide, deep. Bend through the hips and knees. Good. And then let's make our way back to tabletop position. We're going to stay in tabletop for one more sequence here to work the back body of the leg. So let's extend the right leg long. Toes are still resting on the mat. So you're nice in alignment through your shoulders and elbows. Toes are in contact, press back. So your right leg is straight. You're pressing back and really feeling a deep length through your right calf, back of the leg. Rock forward on the toes to take a little break, and then press it back again. Hold it here. Straighten your right leg a little bit more, and then bring yourself back up onto your toes. Hang here for a minute. Take your right leg and lift it up about hip height, and then set it over to the left side of your body. Your big toe is on the ground, and you weight shift just slightly to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Look at the toes. This is an amazing side body stretch for the right side. Good. Lift your right leg and set your knee right back down, setting in tabletop. Other side. Extend your left leg long. Toes are in contact with the ground. Press back into your heel. Feel that stretch. Feel the lengthening occur through your left side body. Take a breath in. and empty it out. Come onto your toes, rocking forward, and then press it back again. Really straighten the left leg. Good. Come back forward, lift the left leg, and then set it over to the right side of your body. Big toe touches the ground. Gaze over your right shoulder and shift your hips slightly to the left. So again, this nice side body stretch for your left side. Bring your leg back up overhead or behind you and then set your knee down. Hovering tabletop is next. A little bit of core activation. Tuck your toes. Look between your thumbs. So your thumbs and your hands should be splayed out. Toes are tucked. Lift your knees about an inch or two. Hovering tabletop. Activation of your core. Take a breath in. Empty it out. Breathe in again. And on your next breath out, move to downward facing dog. So work to straighten your legs, pressing into your hands, tail is lifted high. So downward facing dog provides a lot of lengthening through the body. At this point, you may choose to add a little bit of movement as your down dog might feel like, wow, there's a lot going on here. So you can certainly adjust your position. You might want to walk your dog, which is bending one leg, and then switching sides, straightening the opposite. Maria's doing a good walk the dog. Or you might want to just let your hips sway a little bit side to side. But settling back here. And then think about your gaze. Set your eyes back between your knees, maybe at the back edge of your mat, and create a stillness within your body. Good. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Empty it out. Breathe it in again. Empty it completely. One more full inhale. And this time, as you exhale, walk your feet forward towards the front edge of the mat. Stay here in a low fold. This is called ragdoll. What I'll encourage you to do is bend your knees generously. Allow your head to relax. And then maybe grasp your opposite elbows. So you're kind of framing your head. Good. Now stay here. This creates a really nice release for the low back, the lumbar spine. It helps reduce some compression throughout. Now, gently let your head nod. Just a very light nod so you're not holding tension within the neck. Good. Now add a little sway, a gentle sway of your body, upper body, just to kind of release. Good. Take your fingertips down to the ground. Toe heel your feet together so your big toe knuckles are touching. Maybe a slight space between your heels. And we will slowly, evenly make our way all the way up to standing position. Do not hurry. You've been down. We don't need any huge blood pressure changes. We're now in standing position. Let's inhale, reach our arms overhead. And then exhale, bring your palms down to center. We'll begin our practice with 3 breaths together. Maybe gaze softly over your fingertips or even close your eyes. Breathe in deep. Empty it out. Inhale. Exhale. Relax the shoulders right down the back. Inhale again. And breathe it all out. Open your eyes. Take your palms down so your palms are facing forward. Let's take a big breath in, roll the shoulders up and back down the spine. Tall spine, active, and a little bit of a gentle chin tuck. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Lead with your chest, with your heart. Allow yourself to come in this forward fold. Breathe in for a halfway lift. Here, halfway lift is most of the time bent knees. Flat back is most important. It's almost like if you're on the edge of a swimming pool, you're going to dive right in. Then we breathe out and come back into a forward fold. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, fold it down. Take a breath in for your halfway lift. And then fold back forward again. We're going to repeat this one more time. Breathe in, reach on up, mountain pose. Forward fold, one breath, one movement. Take a breath in for your halfway lift. Now, plant your hands, step back to plank. This is going to require some core activation. Now, there's always an option here. This is full plank. If you want, the option to come to your knees is always available for you. Good. So we'll hold for a breath and then exhale. One more big breath in. With your next breath out, slowly make your way all the way down onto the mat. Rest your feet down. I hope you all can see us still here. So we're engaging back body. Doing some baby cobras. Inhale, press through your hands and lift your chest just gently. Good. Exhale, lower it down. Breathe in, come all the way up again, pressing. Keep pressing the bottoms of your feet into the ground. Nice. And then lower down. So this next one, I will have you stay low, but with your inhale, lift your hands right off the mat. So inhale, reach, lift your hands up. There you go. Feet down, look down. Good. Hold for a breath. Exhale, lower back down. Good. Our transition here will be on your inhale, come to tabletop. So breathe into tabletop. Tuck your toes. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. Take a deep breath in. Empty it out through the nose. Take a full inhale. And then as you exhale, look towards your hands or top of the mat and step to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold all the way down. Reach up, mountain pose. Breathe it out, fold forward. This is our sun salutations A. Breathe in halfway. Exhale, fold it down. Reach on up with your inhale. Exhale, fold. Good. Halfway lift. Plant your hands. Step on back to your plank. Either high plank or take the option to the knees. Take a full breath in. And then exhale. Chaturanga is next. This is coming forward slightly, moving down about halfway. Now, you hug your elbows in towards your chest. And if you need, come to your knees. Yes. So holding chaturanga, not easy. And then press through and up to upward facing dog, or always an option just for that little baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes. Down dog, either come through your tabletop or just come right into downward facing dog. Nice work. Take a breath in. Empty it out. Look towards your hands. Step through to the front of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold down. Reach up, mountain pose. At the top of our mountain pose here, we will clasp our hands together and sway over to the right. Nice. Feel that amazing length through your left side body. Take a deep breath in. Reach even further. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, gaze up towards your fingers. And then exhale, sway over left. Really create that nice rotation, side bend. Breathe it in again, feel length. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, gazing up. Breathe it out, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands back to your plank. Take your option to your knees. Chaturanga, halfway down or move all the way to the belly. Press through and up to your upward facing dog or baby cobra. And tuck your toes, back you go, downward facing dog. Nice work. How's your breath? Are you still breathing in and out through your nose? Adding on just a little bit. Inhale your right leg up about hip height. Lift your right leg up, hip height. There you go. So feeling a little more length now into your left leg. Press down into the left heel just a little bit more. Set your right leg back down. Good. Inhale your left leg about hip height. Press down a little deeper into the right heel. Feel the length through your calf. And then exhale, set your leg down. Good. Take a full breath in. Empty it out, look forward, travel to the front. Step or hop if you'd like. Halfway lift. Fold down. Overhead to your mountain pose, reaching up. Fold forward. Halfway. Step back to your plank. And chaturanga. Move to halfway down or all the way onto your belly. Press through and up to up dog. And exhale, down dog. Good. I'm getting a setting here. Okay. I have to check my screen. There was a little alert on there. We need to make sure we're still streaming live, so here we are. Okay. All right, thanks, Dan. Next up, yes, feel free at any time to take a drink, towel off. This is certainly your time. And then the other thing I did not mention at the beginning that I always try to let people know is child's pose is available to you at any time. If you're starting to feel like, ooh, I'm a little bit overwhelmed, I'm not really sure what's going on, remember that beginning child's pose, allowing your hips to come back and just grounding. That's a very, very calming pose. Even as you're moving throughout your day, if you feel any undue anxiety, I encourage you, just find your place, a quiet place, maybe even if it's just for 30 seconds or a minute, child's pose. So know that you may choose to go there at any time. Okay, ladies, we're moving on to our next sequence. Let's start in kneeling. So we're back to tabletop. And we will reach our right leg forward into a low lunge. Okay, so allow yourself to be in this forward low lunge. If you need to, your hands can come to the inner side of your front foot or you're framing it. So here, we're gonna spend a little time. Just in this low lunge, we're creating a lot of really nice length through the bottom leg, the back, or the front of the leg, the hip flexor, the quad. You'll set your gaze forward, and we'll just settle here for a few breaths. Good. Now with our next inhale, we'll reach our arms up. So now a little bit of balance is occurring here. And then exhale. Breathe in, reaching up, gaze up. Exhale, let's butterfly the arms back. Nice opening through the heart and chest. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, butterfly again. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, let's take the left arm forward, right arm reaches back. Here we're in a twist, creating some rotation in the spine. Hold it here. Finding some steady within your body, finding some ease even when we're challenged. Nice work. Let's reach the arms back up with our inhale, and then exhale, come back down to the ground. Good. Take your right knee, bring it back to meet the left. And next we're moving into a modified side plank. So take your left leg and set it a little bit off at an angle. Spin on your left hand and then reach your right arm up. So here we're in this length through our right side body. Keep pressing, reaching up. Maybe your gaze comes up to your top hand. Sorry, I'm not facing you, but take a big breath in. Empty it out. Now let's expand. Take your right arm, the one that's up, and reach over your top ear, your right ear. Feel that length now. Such a nice way to loosen up the spine, your whole body. One more big breath as you reach, 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 and then exhale, come all the way back down to your tabletop position. Nice work. Let's move to the other side. So now setting up on your right hand, your right foot will come off to an angle slightly. Planting your right hand, spinning on your back leg. Reach your left elbow and then hand right up to the sky. Feel that length throughout your body. And then reach right overhead. Continue pressing your hips right forward. Nice work. Hold for a couple breaths. And then exhale, come all the way back down to tabletop. Let's go through one sequence of cow and cat. Loosen up the spine. Inhale for cow. Drop the chest, gaze up. Exhale for cat. Good. Nice work. Return back to your tabletop position. Next, we're moving into another kneeling sequence. This is called gate pose. So I'm going to face this way. Ladies, come on your left knee and let's reach forward. So kind of allow your left knee to stabilize. You're on tall arms. See if you can set your right foot, the sole of your foot down on the ground. Nice. So settling in here, you may feel a really kind of a tension through your inner thigh. Hopefully that feels kind of good, right? Sometimes our tension may feel a little scary, but sometimes that's where we need to go. So listen to your body. Allow your intuition to take over. And maybe here you allow yourself to just push your hips back slightly. So you're just pushing and you might feel right there, oh, just a little bit more. Very nice. So now we'll walk our hands back and we come up onto a tall leg, lift and reach up, and then we're going to reach our right arm down, reach over, side bend. Nice. Take a deep breath in, spiral your chest right up to the ceiling. Empty it out. Inhale and exhale. Come back around. Hands are at tall arms and then switch sides. So ground your left leg, ground your right leg, extend the left long. Here you are, finding some ease. We're not going to rush into the next pose here. Find some space, gaze down at the ground. Maybe you press back a little bit further into your hips, feeling the length through your left inner thigh. Good. Lean forward slightly, come all the way up onto your tall knee, and then inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, take your left arm down your left leg, reach overhead, spiral the chest, feeling that side body stretch. Breathe in deep. Empty it out. Another full breath in. Exhale, walk your hands back down, recenter. We're coming back now into tabletop. And we will do that nice easy stretch for the hip on the other side. So take your left leg forward. Here we're in a low lunge. Okay, if you're finding any discomfort being on your knee, you might want to take a rolled towel or a pillow, just throw something under there. So gazing forward, allowing ease to come into the back leg. All right, no rush. How's your breath? Take a full inhale through your nose. Empty it out. Breathe in again. And exhale. Nice. Take your right hand, plant it down, lift the left elbow, and then reach right up towards the ceiling. Hold it here. See if maybe you can gaze up towards your thumb. If your neck is uncomfortable, your gaze can be forward or even down. All different options with yoga. Not everyone is going to look the same. Bring your hand back down and then walk your hand onto your left thigh. We're setting into our half kneeling position. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, butterfly the arms back. Allow the chest to be lifted. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring them back. One more, inhale. Exhale, bring them on back. Nice work. Hands come down. Bring your knee back. We're back in our tabletop. Move through a cow and cat. Inhale, drop the chest, gazing up. And exhale, cat back. Good. Bring your big toes together and allow yourself to come on over into your child's pose. Take a few breaths. Finding that place of ease again. Nice work, ladies. Move your way back to tabletop, and we're just transitioning now to be lying on your belly. So you might want to add a little bit of a core piece if you'd like. You can certainly come right down on your bellies, or if you want a little more, come up to your plank, weight shift forward, and slowly make your way down with control. Rest the tops of your feet to the ground, and then relax the arms. Turn your cheek to one side, and let your body just take a break here. Now, if your neck is uncomfortable, you may choose to keep your head center. Arms may just be overhead, resting and supporting your head. Turn your cheek to the other side. Bring your chin back to center. And we're setting up for a little bit of spinal extension here, keeping it pretty basic. Now be aware, your back body is going to create a lot of movement and tension here. If anything is uncomfortable, you just choose to maybe skip it or just modify. So take your hands back along your sides, spin the palms of your hands down towards the ground. And with your next breath in, lift your chest and pull your shoulder blades back and down your spine. Hands lift off the earth. Good. Now legs lift up as well. Full body extension. Now tuck your chin just slightly down so there's length in the back of the neck. We don't need any compression in the neck. Hold here for a deep breath in. See if you can float up a little bit higher. Empty it out. Stay for one more breath. Breathe it in. Empty it out, lower your body all the way back down, and turn your cheek to one side. Good. This, folks, is some really amazing medicine for your spine. Bring your chin back to center. Repeating the same thing. With your next in-breath, lift your arms, squeeze on back, pull the shoulder blades back and down, and then legs come up. Everything lifts. If you want a little bit more, and you don't have to take this option, but if you'd like to flutter your feet slightly, you'll get a little bit more of your dynamic back stabilizers to kick in. Take another breath in, lifting everything, squeeze. Empty it out all the way down to the ground. Turn your cheek to the other side. Take a break. How you guys doing so far? Thumbs up? I see some people are watching. All right. All right. Ladies, bend your knees. You're staying here on the mat, chin is center, and then let your legs just fall over to one side. Just kind of, let them fall, and then bring them back to center and let them fall the other side. It's just a little nice release. Yeah, back up and through center, one more each way. So you guys, sometimes even the simplest things, lying on your stomach, adding some movement, adding a little twist, boy, it sure can make a big difference. Come back to center and then rest your legs all the way back down. Nice work. Come through your hands with your tabletop transition, and then we're going to bring our feet forward. Take just a moment. This is our transition. So seated and then setting yourself all the way back down onto the ground. Head is rested. I'm going to get up because I think you can see me better back here. So this is our bridge sequence. What I need you all to do is walk your feet in real close to your backside. See if your fingertips are reaching long. You should be able to brush your tips of your fingers to your heels. Nice. And then legs will be about hip width apart. Hip width literally is 2 fist widths between the legs. And then your toes are pointed forward like the number 11. If you feel any changes like in how your hips are, you certainly can make some adjustments. But in general, toes are pointed forward, knees are just slightly apart. Nice work. So with your next breath in, you'll press through your palms, lift your hips right up to the ceiling. Yes, this is bridge. Activating the entire back body, creating stability within your core, your hips. Nice work. Hold it here. If you want a little bit more, you can take your arms and walk them under, kind of pull the shoulder blades behind, and then clasp the hands. Press the hands into the ground. That's going to create more extension through your spine. Hold for a deep breath in. And empty it out, lower all the way back down to the ground. Hips come last. Nice work. Take your legs and let them fall right. Back through center, and let your legs fall left. One more of those. Setting back up, make sure your fingertips touch your feet. If you're not quite there, just do the best you can. You might have some limitations in your knees that would limit that ability to come that close. Centering back, here we go. Bridge number 2. When you're ready with your in-breath, hips come up high, stable, strong, hips stay level. Hold it here. 3 breaths in and out on your own rhythm. So we meet back down into neutral back position and at that last exhale. Everyone's going to come at a different point. And when you're ready, at that last 3rd exhale, hips come all the way back down to the ground. We end here in butterfly. So take the soles of your feet together here on the mat. Allow the legs to come wide, allowing some hip opening. This neutralizes the spine from the back bends that we just did. And then arms can be wherever feels comfortable. Maybe they're just resting at your side. You may choose to have left hand at your heart, right hand at the belly. That creates some internal energy. And I encourage you, if you feel comfortable, we'll be here for about 30 seconds more. Maybe close your eyes. Eyes closed. Taking in the work that you have done. Okay. Take your knees back together. Relax your hands down by the side. Next up, I had asked when we advertised, we're going to use one prop today, and that will be either a belt, we've got yoga straps, dog leashes, a scarf is suitable. This is an amazing pose, people, so you're going to want to do this. This is legs are going to be up with the feet supported. I'm going to help Nicole here get herself set up. She's got my dog leash. So if you're still here on the ground, you'll take your legs up towards the ceiling. I'm going to take the dog leash and just place it at the soles of her feet, and then she will reach up and just hold and make that connection. Yes, and Maria's got a yoga strap here. So legs are up. Try to create a little bit of ease in your upper body. So you really don't want to be pulling and reaching. This is for the legs. This is creating a negative force for gravity with the legs are straight up. This is extremely calming for the body. We will be here for 1 minute exactly. So finding, again, some ease. Maybe close your eyes again. If you feel like you just need a break, you certainly can move out of the position. This is never an all or nothing, you know. You can could bend your knees slightly. It's a lot of options available. Nice. All right, release the strap or leash or scarf, whatever you have found. Bend your legs. Set the prop off to the side. Allow your knees to be bent. Feet are flat. We will move into some hip openers next. Take your right leg, cross it over the left in a figure 4 position. Nice. So the right knee is kind of opening towards the left corner or the right corner of your mat. Some of you, if you're tight in your hips, may even find that getting into this position may be a little bit of a struggle. Or once you're here, you're feeling a stretch already. The stretch should be through the right back of the body, mostly in the glute or back of the hip. We don't want compression or pinching. Now, if you want a little bit more, reach your hands through that space, just like Maria's doing, and then take your hands and support your left thigh. So now you're creating a little bit more tension to release through your right buttock. Hip openers can be extremely therapeutic for a body. We hold a lot of emotions in our hips, and anatomically we tend to hold a lot of tension, especially if we have back problems. So just take this time to soften. And how is your breath? So when we slow down, sometimes we're not as focused, but still let that deep, full breath in and out through the nose help bring you some space. Set your left foot back to the ground. Keep your legs in the exact position that they are. Butterfly your arms out to the side or a T. And now allow both legs to fall to the left. Yeah, so the sole of your foot, if this is okay for your body, the sole of your right foot will connect with the ground. Your shoulders should stay somewhat flat and then gaze off your right shoulder. This spinal rotation helping us wind things down. And bring your legs back up. Resetting now for the other side. So release the right leg. Cross your left leg over the right. Nice. And then feel where you're at. Take a scan. Our hips can be very asymmetrical. So you may not feel the exact same thing on this side as you did on the other, and that's perfectly fine. If you're ready to go for a little more intensity, you reach through that middle space, wrap your hands around your right thigh, and then just gently guide the right thigh up. Maybe even thinking about pressing the left outer knee a little bit further towards the left corner of the mat. Yeah. And then again, finding your breath as you find some ease and space within your body. Release your right foot back to the ground. Arms come off to the side, butterfly, and then allow your legs to fall over to the right. Gaze left. Feeling that rotation and that twist. Come back through to center. Unwind your left or unwrap the left leg. Take your knees right up to your chest. Give your body a squeeze. Just squeeze. You can either wrap your hands around your knees or under your thighs. Now lift your head up. Lift your forehead. Give yourself this big hug. You have done amazing things for your body. Take a full breath in. And then exhale. Release your legs and arms overhead for a full body stretch. Arms will reach overhead. Toes are out. Head is rested. Nice. Take a deep breath in, fill the belly, empty it out. One more of those. and then exhale. Lastly, and I encourage you to stay for this is Shavasana. This will be about a 3-minute time of rest and relaxation. This is intentional, quiet, meditative time. With Shavasana, you'll stay on your mat. If you'd like, you're going to relax your body. So I ended you in that full body stretch. Take your arms and rest them off by your side. Palms lift up. You might want to shimmy around on the mat a little bit just to feel like your body is settled. It's nice and symmetrical. If you have any back trouble, I'm just going to guide Maria in this option, and then she can choose to do her Shavasana. But if you have back trouble, bend your knees for your feet so they're flat, and then let your knees come together. So knees or your feet might be wide. Can you bring your feet a little wider? Yep, and then let your knees collapse together. And that might be a little more comfortable for the low back if you have any low back trouble. So just as an option, you can go ahead and bring your legs back down. So quiet mind, quiet body. Close your eyes. Find some peace within. If you're struggling, and this is not always easy in Shavasana, I'll cue you to use a mantra. Maybe it's, I am at peace. I have calm within. If you feel your mind wandering, maybe one of those will help bring you back into this space of now and quiet. Take a full breath in through your nose. Send it out. With each breath, bring new energy into your body. And start to bring awareness back with some light movement through your fingertips, light movement through the toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Hug your knees into your chest. One final hug. And then when you are ready, turn onto your right side. Resting for a few moments. You can have your right arm slightly up overhead and your right cheek will rest on your bicep. I'd like to encourage you to give yourself a moment of gratitude for making time for yourself today. This isn't always easy, and especially in this time that we are feeling more isolated. I applaud you for doing this. Time for yourself is never wasted. When you're ready, make your way to seated cross-legged position. Allow your hands to come up on your knees. Palms are facing the sky. Eyes closed or just heavy gaze. We end our practice with 3 breaths together. Inhale, reach your arms up, palms connect. Exhale for health. Inhale, reach up, palms connect. Breathe it out, community. One final breath, reaching overhead. Clear it out. Peace. Thumb knuckles to your forehead. And we bow. Namaste. Thank you, ladies, for joining. Thank you all who was here joining. This was our first live, so appreciate your patience, and I hope everything was able to be viewed well. Please comment. I wasn't able to watch as I was moving through this flow, so feel free to comment. I can always get back to you. We'll be planning another class on Wednesday around the same time, and Wednesday's class, chair yoga. So you'll need a chair. I'll let you know. We'll post on this website. So thank you so much for joining, and hope to see you on Wednesday. Take care. Stay healthy.